Hello everyone, welcome back to another Young Discoverers lesson. So again, my name is Miss Alex over here. I'm an educator with the Discovery Center, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at what we actually eat here in the kitchen. Because we've been talking about spring and all the plants and things that you see outside, I wanted to go inside and see what type of plants we actually eat. So if you guys see over here, we have a lot of different types of plants that we actually eat in our everyday life. For example, you guys are going to eat some leaves like this lettuce here. You might eat a root like a potato, or you might eat a fruit like a lemon. And we have a lot of other types of things that you guys might find in your kitchen, such as seeds, like sunflower seeds or popcorn kernels. And what I challenge you guys to do is look through all of the stuff you have in your kitchen and see what you eat. Do you eat a lot of leaves? Like, do you eat parsley? Do you eat basil? Do you eat lettuce or kale? Do you eat a lot of roots? Maybe you're going to eat a lot of potatoes, or you're going to eat some carrots. Or do you eat a lot of fruit? Something like, I don't know, a lemon, which many of us probably don't eat on their own, but maybe we eat oranges, apples, strawberries, things like that. Or do you eat something that looks like this? Now this is both a root and a leaf, and we eat all of this part here. Now this is actually a green onion. And what we're going to be doing today, not only did I want you guys to explore all the types of foods that you guys eat at home, but I'm going to show you how to regrow a few of them that are really, really fun. So first off, what you're going to need is you're going to need some little containers with water in them, and maybe even one with a little bit of soil. So to start, I want to look at this lettuce. I bought myself a head of lettuce, and I kept this bottom part, about 1 inch of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that in a little container of water. Now make sure that when you have that in water, you change the water every week or so that it stays fresh and clean, and make sure that the root part is always touching the water. After a week or maybe 2 or 3, you're going to start to see the middle of this start to sprout. Another fun one that you guys can regrow is a green onion like this. Now what you guys are going to do is you don't need the whole thing. This is a fresh green onion. You can chop it about that much left at the bottom. You can use this in whatever kind of food you're going to eat, and then take this piece. I put a little too much water in here, but you're going to stick it right into a little glass so that the roots have water. Again, after a week or maybe even a couple days, because these grow fast, you're going to start to see it's going to regrow. And then you can use this green onion over and over and over again. Now the next thing that I want to try to regrow with you guys is a carrot. Now a carrot's not going to completely regrow itself, but what it will do is create a beautiful little plant, and eventually after a year or so, it's going to flower, and those flowers will produce seeds, and you can use those seeds to grow more carrots for yourself. Now as I said, this carrot here is actually a root, which means it's the part that goes in the ground, and it's holding all the nutrients that you're going to find. So that's why whenever we pull our carrots up out of the ground, like you might have seen a lot of rabbits do, that's what they're getting at, all the nutrients that have been stored for the plant. Now when you regrow this, you're going to want to chop just the top bit off so that you have about 1 inch of it. Now once you have that bit, especially if you have a little bit of growth already on there, just stick it right in the water over there, and again it will start to sprout. As soon as it starts to sprout little green sprouts, you can move that little piece of carrot into some dirt and it'll grow a beautiful plant for you. Now the next one I have here is actually a potato. Now many of us here love potatoes, and a fun fact about potatoes is when you have a potato, you can save parts of it and it will become a new potato plant and produce new potatoes for you. Because again, this is part of the root. Now what you guys may or may not be able to see is there's all these little sprouts in the little parts of my potato here. Now these little dots here are actually eyes, the eye of a potato. Now when you go to regrow a potato, all you need to do is make sure there's a couple sprouts on there. You cut it off so that there's at least 2 or 3, and then you bury it with the eyes facing up so the sprouts are going to go up. After a while, you will have a beautiful plant, and it will probably produce you brand new potatoes. So that's really, really fun fact about potatoes. You can make a lot more with just a piece of one. Now the last thing you guys are probably very familiar with is a fruit. Now this fruit I have is a lemon, and my lemon, much like all other fruits, is a container that a plant makes to save its seeds. So inside of this lemon, we're going to find a lot of seeds. I've already pulled one out for you guys. I got it out of that little hole right there. And what you're gonna find actually is there's a lot of seeds in here. So if we take my other half, we can already kind of see a seed right here. So I'm just gonna pop that out really quick. Now, as I said, the fruit is the container of the seed. It holds it in, keeps it safe. And a lot of fruits are actually going to be eaten by birds and other animals. And what they do is after that bird has eaten, say like a strawberry that's covered in seeds all on the outside, it will eventually fly away and it'll poop. And when it poops, all those seeds come out. And those seeds have now traveled to a whole new area where a brand new strawberry plant can be made, which is super duper cool. Now what we can do is we can take these seeds and we can clean them off really, really well. You want to get them a little wet. My paper towel's a little damp in the middle. And then once you have a really clean seed, there's no more fruit on it, you can go ahead, pop that into a little pot with a little bit of dirt, keep it moist and in a warm spot. And eventually, if you're lucky, you might have yourself a little lemon tree sprout or whatever fruit you guys decide to try to regrow. So I challenge you guys again to look into your kitchen, see what types of foods do you eat. Do you eat a leaf? Do you guys eat roots? Or do you eat the fruit that's been off of a plant? And then once you find all those things, you all can regrow quite a few of them. And I'd love to see them. I'd love to see if you have some regrown green onion or a sprouted lettuce or carrot. That'd be so cool. So make sure you tag DCI if you do regrow your own food. And again, have some fun. Explore your kitchen, you guys. And again, we'll see you next week. Bye.